Hi everyone, I'm Angela. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to analyze another project analysis, the Lentor Central Residences. First thing that will come to their mind is that so many people are buying Lentor already. Is it oversupply? So many projects are there already. So the first thing I will actually be covered is that who are the people that actually buying Lentor? Who are your future buyers? Can the Lentor Collection still make profit? After that, I will go into the project info and the unit mix and also compare some of the layout plan with the other Lentor projects. So first, who is buying Lentor? Already 5 different plots have actually already launched in Lentor, and Lentor Central Residences being the 6th plot in the whole area. Who are the people actually buying Lentor? Let's see. From Hulot Green buyer, Lentor Hill buyer, and the Lentor Modern buyer, we can see most of the buyer are actually coming from district like the Hougang area, which is the District 19, and also 27, which is actually the Sembawang Yishun area. Most likely, I could say that they will be the HDB upgraders. Let's see who are your future buyers. So like I earlier on mentioned that most of the buyers that have bought the Hulot Green and Lentor Hills and Lentor Mansion, etc. Those are the people actually from the Ang Mo Kio, Bishan, Hougang, Sembawang, and Woodlands. So we can see that, right, in the upcoming, the 2022 to 2033, the next 10 years, right, a total of 54,900 over HDB that's going to MOP. So these are the huge group of buyers, right? The upgraders from HDB that might be coming into Lentor area to do an upgrade. This is the number of condominiums that actually is going to TOP within the Lentor area itself, or like the nearby, like District 19 area, like example, Bartley View. We can also see like Amor, or we can see that Water Gardens is actually at Canberra. All this, even all come together, all these new launches that come together and TOP within the 2026 to 2029 range is only at 4,805. Even just need 10%, or I would say that the HDB owners, right, to upgrade, right, this 4,805 private units, right, is not even enough to actually give the supply to all these HDB upgraders. And more to say, not all these 4,800 units will be selling at the same time. And on the other hand, within the Ang Mo Kio itself, which is, as all we know, I mean, maybe a lot of people are not sure. Everybody would think that Lentor is very near to Yishun, but actually it's not true. Lentor is closer to Ang Mo Kio. And we can see that in the past recent 1 to 2 years, there's already a lot of $1 million HDB happening in Ang Mo Kio already. All these $1 million are already transactions for the HDB at Ang Mo Kio. So all these people actually have the power to upgrade to a condominium without even touching their savings. Next question is that being Lentor Central, being the 6th plot out of the whole Lentor collection, can it still make profit or not? Because, you know, there's already so many condos around the area. So let's take a look. I would like to take a look at the Pasir Ris Grove cluster, which actually total, there's 5 different plots from Liva, the first plot, to Coco Park, which is the last plot, along the whole Pasir Ris Grove area. We have NV Residence, we have Palette, and we have Dines. Let's see how they have performed. Coco Palm, which TOP in 2018. This is the 5th plot to actually TOP in the Pasir Ris Grove area. You can see their profit actually is still doing very well, from average from 500 over 1,000 to even 900 over 1,000. Let's take a look at Dines. Dines is the 4th plot to reach TOP within the Pasir Ris Grove area. We can see the profit is almost up to more than 1 million and 800 over 1,000. Another cluster that actually I could like to share is on the Flora Drive cluster. Flora Drive is an estate near the Loyang Flora area. There's a total of 10 different plots in this area. Like we have the Gale, we have like H Park condo, we have Ferreira Park condo. So all these condo are a mixture of freehold and 99 years. Let's see how they have performed, given so many plots around the area already. So Jovel is actually the 10th plot to reach TOP within the whole area. We can see that they're actually still making healthy profits. Come to Inflora, which is the 9th plot to reach the TOP. We can see also have healthy profits from 400 over 1,000 to 500 over 1,000. And last, we also have Hedges Park, which is the 8th plot to reach TOP among the whole Flora Drive. The TOP was 2015. You can see the profit is also very healthy as well. Lentor Central Residence being the 6th plot, and there's another few more plots coming up in the future. I mean, given these two examples, even though there's actually a few plots, but it's still making good profits, even you TOP at a later year. Coming to Lentor Central Residence, it's a development developed by Hong Leong, Gorko Land, and this time around CSC Land have come in as well. It consists of a total of 477 units, just 2 blocks, 28-story and 27-story each, and with a childcare center and other miscellaneous facilities like swimming pool, basement car park, and sky terrace. Estimated TOP date will be about 2028, 1st August. Dive straight to the site plan. So for site plan for Lentor Central, it's very straightforward. Total got 2 blocks, Block 20 and Block 28. So total is both, all are north-south facing units. We can see that for here is actually the north facing, while the south facing is more of the ideal, the more premium facing, which is actually facing the Hewlett Park. Most likely developers will be giving a premium for these units facing the park facing. Coming to the unit mix, for Lentor Central, we have a total of 1 bedroom to 4 bedroom. From the whole distribution chart, we can see the biggest number of the units is also contributed to the 2 bedrooms is total of 44%, and the rest for 3-bedder and 4-bedder is 22.2%, and for the 1-bedder is only about 11.5%. Coming to the Lentor supply again, let me share with you for some numbers. Total in Lentor, there's a total of 2,477 units, excluding Lentor Central itself. But as of today, I would like to share that the supplies right now mostly are like 80 to 90%, so or some are already fully sold. The remaining supply is only about 173 units in the whole Lentor. Given such a big estate for the new township, that not much condominiums nearby, as you can see, most are all the landed in the Lentor area. I can say that it's very undersupplied for this whole Lentor township. So let's dive straight into the 1-bedroom analysis. So which are 463 square feet, and we have a total of 2 stacks at stack 11 and stack 6. For the 1-bedroom, I would say that it's a very straightforward layout, good size master and living and dining for both sides. What I would like to share right in actually this bedroom, for 1-bedroom, right, is there a lot of 1-bedroom in the whole Lentor area itself? So let's take a look. We can see that from Lentor Modern to all the way to Lentor, the first 5 developments, right, that total, like, there's only have now this number of units, and for Lentor Mansion, you don't even have any 1-bedroom units. For Lentor Central Residence itself, we have a total of 53 units, 1-bedroom. Whole supply, right, is less than 5% of the whole supply of Lentor. Most of the rent only left only a few units in some of the developments. Like example, like for Lentoria, let's look at the pricing also. For Lentoria, you can see that the starting price is already at 1.308, and Hewlett Green, which also at 1.308 as well, and Lentor Hill Resi, their 1 plus study is already at 1.413. Given that for the 1-bedroom for Lentor Central is going to starting off at about 900,000+, which I think is very, very attractive. How about the other bedrooms in this area, right? We can see that in the whole Lentor area, as I mentioned earlier on, is filled with a lot of landeds and not much condominiums around. So the only 1-bedroom supply in this Lentor area, right, we only have Meadows at Pierce and Thomson Grand for these 2 nearby condominiums that have 1-bedroom. So why do I say that, right? Because like given like those estate, like example Hougang, Sengkang, and Serangoon, all this area, right, you can see that the supply of 1-bedroom is a lot. So, you know, in the future, exiting or even renting out, right, you might have issues like because too much competitions. But comparing to Lentor, this area, right, after I do some researches, right, we can tell, right, out of the 2,477 units in the Lentor area, the condominiums, there's only approximately 182 units of 1-bedroom and 1 plus study, which is like less than, I would say that less than 10% of it only. So it's very, very little. And so when it's little, right, means your supply is not so high for here, right? So that you don't need to have a big competition with other competitors of like the number of 1-bedrooms around the area. Since I mentioned about Meadows at Pierce, okay, so because like the whole Lentor collection from Lentor Modern first one is still not TOP yet. So we take the nearest condominium that actually have already TOP. Let's take a look how they have performed for their rental. Because 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom buyers, I would say most of the time is for investment, and so rental yield is very important. Let's take a look. Like you can see that the average of the 1-bedroom is looking at average about 3,000 monthly, and for the 2-bedroom is average about 3,004 to 3,005. So let's take a look at based on the average of Lentor Central Residence. If you're going to average launch at 2,002 per square feet, right, The purchase price is going to be at 1.018, which is very attractive nowadays. Or I would say that maybe the starting from price might even be 900 plus thousand. And at the average of 3,000, right? The rental yield is at 3.5%, which I think is very, very good for, like nowadays the market, and which entering at a very good quantum lah. So nowadays you can see the new launches is very difficult to find something below at 1.1 million or even like below 1 million already. So I think if you get a good ballot number, you might be lucky to get below at 1 million for one bedroom. Definitely a good investment. I will say that what will the resale buyers be looking at, right, when you buy a one bedroom at Lentor Central? Because you see, our 463 square feet for Lentor Central Residence, right? Actually, Lentor mentioned, right, for their 2 bed 1 bath, right, people might be afraid that they might be our competitor because of like the rental yield. They will say, hey, $3,000 I can rent a 1 bedroom. Must well I rent a 2 bedroom at Lentor Mansion, which is average about 3,500. So you can see that the rental yield divided, right? The rental yield is at 3.5% and 3.4% is not much a difference, but comparing to the entry quantum, right, for Lentor Central, right, you are only going to enter at about maybe 1.1 million. Compared to like Lentor Mansion, right, the highest transacted is already at 1.297 already. So like, the outlay of your the amount is much more, about like at least 200,000 more. Lentor Central 1 bedroom is still actually very safe to enter. Coming to the 2 bed 2 bath layout analysis, because Lentor Central does not have any 2 bed 1 bath. Two different sizes of 2 bed 2 bath. We have the 678 square feet and the 689 square feet. 678 square feet is at stack 1 and stack 10, while stack 18 is the 689 square feet. So just a bit of sharing. So for the 678 square feet, both is actually a dumbbell layout, which rooms are all on their own individual side, and with the kitchen tucked at the corner at the entrance. While 689 square feet, right, I would say that it's the only traditional layout in Lentor Central Residences, which I think that this is one of the unique selling point of this layout, right? Because if you all know well enough, Lentor Collection have a lot of dumbbell layout. So for those that does not like to have dumbbell layout, some people prefer more privacy, right? This 689 square feet actually will stand out in the whole Lentor Collection for the 2 bed 2 bath, because it's one of the traditional layout that the Lentor Collection have. Like the rest, like Lentoria or all this, right, they are all dumbbell layouts. And something very nice, I think, for Lentor Central Residence, their layout is really good. And, instead of the normal, the open concept kitchen are all enclosed. And we can see that also with a small glass over here at all this area. So that when you have the glass, right, it will actually brightens up your whole kitchen area. I'm sure that everybody would like to compare what is comparable with Lentor Central Residence, giving all the other 5 developments around us. Okay, so let's take a look. For Lentor Mansion and Hewlett Green and Lentoria, all are their 2 bed 2 bath with 657 square feet for Lentor Mansion, 710 for Hewlett Green, and 700 square feet for Lentoria. Although Lentor Central, right, is the only one that is like in 678 square feet compared to Hewlett Green 710 and 700, right? But our layout, right, is more efficient. Let me share with you some of the pointers. Lentor Mansion is an open concept kitchen, and for Hewlett Green is also an open kitchen, and for Lentoria is also an open kitchen. So for those people that like to have an enclosed kitchen, Lentor Central is the choice. Let's compare like these 2 layouts, which is, I would say that is more comparable with us, which is Lentor Modern and Lentor Hill Residence. They both are their 2 bed flexi for Lentor Modern, 678 square feet as well, and Lentor Hill Residence 2 bed 2 bath, 678 square feet. For Lentor Modern, right, their layout is very good as well because they have a flexi room over here. Other than the 2 bedroom that is actually tucked at each side, they have an additional flexi room which can maybe in your storeroom, for small families, or even can be a study room. And they also have a semi-enclosed kitchen as well. But a little setback is that for Lentor Modern, it only have 1 bathroom, while compared to Lentor Central, we have 2 bathrooms on our own. Coming to Lentor Hill Residences, I think that this is a very nice layout as well, because this is something I like, that their kitchen is enclosed, and plus you can see that this little window, it will actually give much more brightness to the kitchen itself. Other than that, I would say that Lentor Central is still very ideal, because for us, we are harmonized. Compared to Lentor Hill, it's not harmonized. So 678 square feet on Lentor Central, right, will be slightly bigger than Lentor Hill Residences. Coming to the 2+ study layout analysis, right, we have a total of 786 square feet and 797 square feet, 2 different sizes, and we have a few different stack at stack 4, stack 5, stack 15, and stack 9. The layouts mostly are all comparable, and just to share a little bit of this 2+ study, okay, because I've actually been to the to preview the SHOWFLAT. This layout is fantastic because the study is a very good size study, so you can easily enclose it in one more bedroom. And another thing I like is that I realize that it's all Jack and Jill to the second bathroom. All the study, right, is Jack and Jill to the bathroom. So it's as good as that it's like for small families, you know, that have, you know, maybe have budget constraint that want to upgrade and like cannot afford a 3-bedroom, a proper 3-bedroom. The 2+ study, I think, is definitely the very good choice for you. Yeah, and you can see that all have glass panels so that your kitchen, you know, usually when tucked inside at one side, right, it will be very dark. But with these additional glass panels, right, all the kitchen actually will be lightened up. And we have all the sizes of the living and dining is, you can easily fit in the proper dining table at one side. And for me, my ideal choice is stack 4 because why? You can see that this one, the glass, with the glass, and also the dining area here is very proper. So I think this one will be my ideal choice. Coming to the 3-bedroom compact. 3-bedroom compact for Lentor Central Residence, we have 2 different stacks, stack 7 and stack 12. So stack 7 is over here and stack 12. So I would say that stack 12 might be more premium, but because it's actually facing the pool, because stack 7 will be facing more of like maybe slightly unblocked, but I think you can take in low floors or to see the greeneries is still very good. But coming back to the layout, I think it is one of the very, very good layout in the whole Lentor collection that have been bringing my earlier on buyers to see at a different project for Lentor. So let's come take a look. 915 square feet for Lentor Central Residence. As we come in, right, the good thing is that for a 3-bedroom compact, I will say that very seldom you will see to have this foyer area. Usually the layout, right, for 3-bedroom compact, straight away come in, you will either see your living room, you know, you will see everything. But for this, they can still manage to make a little foyer over here, which a lot of people appreciate this privacy. And of course, we have the enclosed kitchen, we have the proper dining area. You can easily put in a 6-seater here. We still got quite a spacious area over here and a proper living area. And all 3-bedroom is facing one side also. Another very good about this layout, right, that I would like to share, this 3-bedroom compact, it have windows and on all the bathrooms, you know, and you can see that all the bathrooms have windows as well. And even along the corridor, you can see that this AC latch, right, because it's an AC latch, over here have also windows. What does that mean? It means that your corridor, right, you know, most of the time, you know, at this sort of traditional layout, right, the corridor might be dark, you know, maybe in the middle of the night, middle of the day, it will be dark already. But with this window, right, it will give actually 2 good things. Number 1, we have light, and number 2, we have wind will come in because it might have like, you know, sometimes cross ventilation wind. Yeah, so I think this layout is really very, very good. And why I would say that this also an upgrader's choice, right? Because given the square feet, right, at 915 square feet, you have everything you have, and by the quantum, I think the quantum will not be very high. Take for example, if 915, right, if the quantum is at about 2001 per square feet, right, we are looking at maybe about 1.8 million plus only, which is, you are very, very hard to come by for 3-bedroom nowadays in new launches. How do we compare with the rest of the 3-bed 2-bath for the rest of the Lentor collection? Hillock Green, right, at 947 square feet, Lentor Hills at 958 square feet, and Lentor Mansion at 904 square feet. So I will say that all these layouts are also very efficient. But the thing I would like to share, right, is that the transacted price for Hillock Green is already at 2.2 million, the Lentor Hill at 2.139 million, and Lentor Mansion at 2.159 million. So if take for instance, if today Lentor Central Resi is going to launch at average of 2,001 per square feet, right, we are only looking at about 1.921. What do I mean by this price? Means when you have, I mean within the area itself, right, if you already have people transacting at 2.2 and 2.1 and 2.15, right, entering at 1.92 is very, very safe because, you know, for those people that enter at 2.2, I'm sure they will at least need to sell at maybe at least about 2.4 million. Or, you know, for people that enter at 2.1 will need to exit at least about 2.3. So for you to enter at 1.921, right, to exit at 2.2, 2.3, is it very difficult? I would say that it's very high chance and it's not difficult. Coming to our 3-bedroom premium, right, is 1076 square feet. We have total of 2 stack 17, and which is a pool facing, and the north facing, and we also have stack 2, which is facing the park. I guess that the more premium one might be at the facing the park itself, which is a stack 2. So both of the layout is quite similar, I would say. If the whole difference, right, between comparing the 3-bedroom compact, the 915 square feet, and this 1076 square feet, right, is that the main key difference, I would say that, okay, the kitchen might be bigger, you will have a yard, and the WC over here, and you also comes with the home shelter compared to the compact that does not have the home shelter. And the rest of the bedroom size all are 9 square meter, which means you can definitely fit in a queen size bed. Good thing for this for the 3-bedroom premium, right, is that again you can see that the glass at the kitchen, right, will actually give the kitchen a lot of brightness, and you can see that the yard over here also have window. Yeah, so the whole kitchen will be well ventilated and brighten up. And for the difference, right, between from if you want to upgrade from a 3-bedroom compact to a 3-bedroom premium, right, the size, right, difference is 161 square feet. So the upgrade, right, if based on 2,100 per square feet, right, it will be about 338,000. So it really depends on individual preferences. Some people prefer bigger, some prefer to have a home shelter and to prefer to have a yard and all these things. So maybe the 3-bedroom premium might be a better choice for you. But I will still say that the 3-bedroom compact is still my my star choice for the 3-bedroom series. Because of the quantum, so it's easier, it's much more affordable from the HDB upgraders. The outlay will not be, the down payment, everything will not be so much compared to the 3-bedroom premium. Coming to the 4-bedroom layout, we have a stack 13 and stack 8. For this 4-bedroom layout, right, you can see, right, comparing to the 3-bedroom premium, right, 1076 square feet, right, is actually very close to each other compared to the comparing the 4-bedroom compact and the 3-bedroom premium. Yeah, so let's take a look at the layout for the 1184 square feet 4-bedroom. Everything is I would say that layout very efficient. Once you come in, of course, you have the kitchen, we have the yard, and we have a proper dining and living area. Just that instead of usually sometimes there will be a landscape layout, this is a portrait layout. And the main difference between stack 13 and stack 8, right, is that mainly at the master bedroom. For this master bedroom at stack 13, you can see that the wardrobe is super long. Very good for ladies. And for this, you can see that we have a walk-in closet for stack 8. So we have 2 different variants of choice. Both is also facing the Hewlett Park itself. So both are good facing. And another thing that I would like to share is that one good thing is that for all these 4-bedroom, you can see all the bedrooms are facing the same side, because based on some, like last time, the olden layouts, right, some bedrooms, always one bedroom will be looking at the AC latch or something like that. End up will start to snatch your bedrooms. Okay, I don't want to be on the last bedroom. But for this one, you can see that all the bedrooms are all on one side. So everybody gets a perfect view. Yeah, and like proper family, you have like the home shelter, we have the yard, all this, which is very important for for families lah. The only setback is that there's only 2 bathrooms, so that these 3 common room, right, will need to share the common bathroom. Other than that, I think that this layout is also very efficient, very proper. And like what I mentioned, that for the 4-bedroom, for the 3-bedroom content, like I mentioned earlier on, for 1076 square feet, and for if you really want to jump to the 4-bedroom, right, okay, let's base on the 2,001 per square feet for the 3-bedroom. We are looking at an average of 2.259, and the 4-bedroom I take as a lower per square feet because the square feet bigger, and the purchase price like about maybe looking at starting about 2.427, right? We are only looking at about 168,000 difference for an extra bedroom. From a 3-bedroom to a 4-bedroom, an extra bedroom for only about 168,000, which I think is, is pretty worth it. For those like maybe, maybe some, in the booking day, if 3-bedroom, the premium already hit the high floor, right? You can consider the 4-bedroom low floors. It might be almost very close price. Coming to the 4-bedroom premium, we have one size only, 1399 square feet. We have stack 3 and stack 16. The stack 3 will be facing the north facing, and stack 16 will be, I will say that more premium facing because it's facing the Hewlett Park. And for this extra of the, from 1184 to 1399 is actually a huge jump of 215 square feet from a 4-bedroom compact to a 4-bedroom premium. Okay, what does it additionally add on to the layout of 4-bedroom premium? I personally have go into the preview show flat of this 4-bedroom premium. I think is super. I personally like it a lot. Okay, because one thing is that I mean, those people that can buy that will be going into this 4-bedroom premium, most likely I think is families, and they have a lot of storage space. So we can see that once we enter, right, okay, we have this one home shelter over here, and inside the kitchen itself, right, you still have a store. So I mean that here got home shelter, here got store, and after that we still got one more storage space at this area. After 3 different storage space, no need to scared, not enough. Yeah, and one coming in, right, we also have very good size of a landscape living and dining, which is about, I think, average of 5.35 meter. So this one is a very wide living area. And coming, you can see that this whole glass panel from the kitchen, right, will give the kitchen very bright and a very luxe feeling because of the not closing up the window. I mean the kitchen. Yeah, and coming to the bedrooms, right. The good thing of the thing is that you have an additional Jack and Jill bath connecting to bedroom 2 and bedroom 3. So for bedroom 4, right, is also Jack and Jill to the common bathroom. So it's as good as to say, right, all the bedrooms are en suite. No need to snatch. Coming into the master bedroom, a huge, very good size master bedroom as well. And you can still have a walk-in closet. The size is really fantastic lah. Yeah, but given to me, like, let's share a bit more from a compact to a premium, right? Because of the huge square feet difference, right? The jump is also quite huge. If we are looking at an average of, just now we mentioned 2050 per square feet for 4-bedroom, right? The jump will be average going to close to 440,000 for the extra bathroom and all the room en suite, and also all additional storage around the place. So it actually depends on your own needs lah. But I feel that if looking at the investment point of view, I think 4-bedroom compact would be good enough. Coming again, we would like to actually compare with the rest of the 4 bedrooms within the Lentor collection itself. So Lentor Central, again, I say 1399 square feet, the 4-bedroom premium with a total, we have 5.35 landscape living area. And compared to Lentor Mansion is 1227 square feet and Lentoria is 1146 square feet. I would say that this two layout is not so comparable with us because I would say that our layout is better because of our, first thing, our landscape living, and compared to Lentor Mansion is more of a portrait living. Don't look so grand and so big lah compared. And also Lentoria, same thing, they also only have a portrait living and dining. Comparing to these two other layouts, you can see that our kitchen is also bigger. Yeah, let's take a look at those that the other two that is more comparable to us, which is actually Hewlett Green at 1346 square feet and Lentor Hills 1399 square feet. Both is also a landscape living, and especially you can see Lentor Hills as 5.5 meter. I think is as wide as us lah. I would say that even wider than us. Okay, and the layout is also very good. Also have Jack and Jill bathrooms, Jack and Jill bathroom to the toilet, and this one also ensuite bathroom. But one little thing that I would like to share with everybody is that, right, you can see that Lentor Hill or some other projects, right, on their at their bedrooms, right, they have this small little window ledge, right, that is actually coming out. So your bed, right, cannot actually push all the way in. So I'm also not sure why is it, because of the structure, or I think that they need to build these metal pieces on the floor. While compared to Lentor Central, right, it does not have. So all your all your bedroom, all the bed, right, you can actually all the way flush to the glass itself. Yeah, so I think this is one of the good points, like comparing to Lentor Hills and Lentor Central. But of course, looking at the same square feet and the layout wise, I think they might also be your competitor in the future as well. What are the other bedroom choices in Lentor Collection that is actually still available? You can see like in Lentoria, as I mentioned to you, there's still 34 units left for Lentoria 4-bedroom, but they don't have a landscape living and dining, but the size is quite comparable with us. And we also have Hewlock Green. They have about 19 units left, okay, but their size is also about 1346 square feet. But you can see that they like to compare a few projects that's nearby us, or some projects that's some new launches, that what is the prices that have already been transacted. Let's take a look at Panorama. As we know that Panorama is one of the closest condos that is nearest to us. It TOP in 2017, and you can see that the transacting prices are for their 3-bedroom is already at 2,001 per square feet, 2,000 per square feet, transacting at 2.13 million, all this. So price is already going at starting from 2.808 to 3.228. Compared to ours, right, I will say that our price will be much more attractive, plus we are harmonized. Coming to the last part of the analysis is that everybody will be sure say, oh my God, the per square feet is so high. So is it still safe to enter Lentor Central? So I will say that I will like to compare a few projects that's nearby us, or some projects that's some new launches, that what is the prices that have already been transacted. Let's take a look at Panorama. As we know that Panorama is one of the closest condos that is nearest to us. It TOP in 2017, and you can see that the transacting prices are for their 3-bedroom is already at 2,001 per square feet, 2,000 per square feet, transacting at 2.13 million, all this. So you can see that people are already accepting these prices within this area. Coming to Thomson Tree, which is also very close to us, the TOP in 2016, you can see that again the per square feet they are looking at is already at cross 2,300 per square feet. And Lentor Mansion is also the first harmonized project in the Lentor Collection. The transacted per square feet is already above 2,400 per square feet. If Lentor Central Residence going to launch anything within the 2,122 range, I would say that is super attractive and super safe. And Hewlock Green, another project that is nearby to us, is also transacting at about 2,300 to 2,400 per square feet. Coming to Norwood Grand, if anybody know Norwood Grand is actually located at the Woodlands area. They also, earlier on, they launched earlier this year, we can see that it's already transacted at 2,002 per square feet for Woodlands area. So Lentor is a very centralized area. It's just a few stops away from Orchard and, and downtown. If for Woodlands already transacted at 2,002 per square feet, for you to enter at 2,122 per square feet for Lentor Central Residence, I think is a very safe entry. And last one, we also have Chuan Park, very anticipating launch earlier on in District 19. The transacting, I already say prices that have already transacted, right, is already at 2.6, and the highest one is at 2,715 per square feet already. So for these people, okay, so why we keep saying that all these transactions is to share with you all that, right, for these people, right, they need to exit at a much higher per square feet, right, in order for them to earn some profits. So for you to enter at a much lower per square feet, it's not difficult for you to exit at a higher per square feet. All in all, right, Lentor Central, giving the layout is very ideal, given the very reasonable per square feet for the entry. I think the price is very safe. So when your price is safe, your exit will not have too difficult to exit as well. I have come to the end of my analysis. I hope you like this analysis video. Hope you have helped me to like and subscribe to my channel so that I can share other launches tips with you all in the future. And if you all have any questions for any of the Lentor Collection or any other new launches, do feel free to contact me. I shall see you soon. Bye.